You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Okay, guys, this is going to be a follow-up video to my video I put up earlier on Jack Morris. Now, in case you don't know, Jack Morris is the play-by-play man for the Detroit Tigers. And as Shohei Ohtani was approaching the plate, he was asked, how would you actually approach Shohei Ohtani in this situation? Now, we know that Shohei Ohtani is great. Absolutely fantastic. Probably going to win the AL MVP. And Jack Morris said, you have to do it very, very carefully or somewhere along those lines. But however, he used it in an Asian accent. And there's a lot of outrage out there. Keith Olbermann has called for Jack Morris to be fired. And now, guys, we got word now that Jack Morris suspended indefinitely after offensive comment on air towards Shohei Ohtani. This is via the Detroit Free Press. So this is not a surprise that the Tigers have suspended him. Not a surprise whatsoever. He's being suspended from being on the air. I believe that the outrage, the backlash, we saw this coming. I knew this was going to happen, folks. But I also believe this is the beginning of the end for Jack Morris with the Tigers. Now, when I hear the words suspended indefinitely, that just means to me, folks, that the writing's on the wall. They will fire him. Not just yet, but let's read into this, okay? It says Detroit Tigers Hall of Famer Jack Morris has been suspended indefinitely by Bally Sports Detroit for an apparent racist comment he made during Tuesday's game telecast. Now, it wasn't a racist comment at all. He just did it in an Asian accent. What he said was just be careful. He seemed to be very respectful of Shohei Ohtani as a baseball player. He just did it in an Asian accent. And of course, that's a big no-no. You cannot do that. I wouldn't call the comment racist at all. The words were not racist itself. But anyway, let's move on. During Tuesday's game, Angels superstar Shohei Ohtani, a Japanese-born pitcher and hitter who started this year's All-Star game, was about to step to the plate in the sixth inning. Play-by-play announcer Matt Shepard asked Morris, who won 254 games in his 18-year career and was a four-time All-Star with the Tigers, what the strategy should be against Ohtani. Morris replied, be very, very careful, but in an apparent tone that has been used to mock English-speaking Asians. BSD released a statement on Wednesday expressing his, quote, extremely disappointed with the remarks. The network also said Morris, 66, will be undergoing bias training to educate him on the impact of his comments and how he can be a positive influence in a diverse community. Bally Sports Detroit said it has, quote, a zero tolerance policy for bias and discrimination. The Tigers also released a statement Wednesday afternoon supporting BSD's decision to suspend Morris. Quote, we are deeply disappointed by the comments made by Jack Morris during the broadcast last night, the Tigers said. We fully support Bally Sports Detroit's decision and their ongoing commitment to ensure that all personnel are held to the highest standards of personal conduct. In the ninth inning of Tuesday's game, with Ohtani coming to bat again, Morris issued an apology on air. Quote, it's been brought to my attention and I sincerely apologize if I offended anybody, especially anybody in the Asian community, for what I said about pitching and being careful to Shohei Ohtani. I did not intend for any offensive thing, and I apologize if I did. I certainly respect and have the utmost respect for this guy. So there you have it, guys. He is indefinitely suspended, but the writing is on the wall. This is just my own personal opinion. I believe that he will be fired. That he will be fired because I believe the mob demands it. This is what will happen. Now, we've seen something similar happen earlier this baseball season. I can't remember the exact guy. he actually said something on air about the LGBT community on a hot mic, and then he ended up getting fired. Now, don't get it twisted. What Jack Morris said was not even close to what that guy actually said. But the mob is going to demand that he get fired. And I don't want to see this man lose his job. Stephen A. Smith, nothing happened to Stephen A. Smith at ESPN. He was actually allowed to keep his job, even though he said that Shohei Ohtani couldn't be the face of MLB because he doesn't speak English as a first language. And now you have Jack Morris saying this. There's a difference. You know why Stephen A. Smith kept his job. Because ESPN did not want to go down as firing a black man in any way, because, they like the virtue signal. But Jack Morris, he's a white man. So it's going to be pretty easy for the Tigers or Bally Sports to actually fire this guy, because sports has gotten so woke. It's all about race and everything like that. It's sad, man. If he does lose his job, it's gonna be pretty sad. It really, really is. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.